afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Eden Mason, and these are my colleagues.
Lynn Brown. Tenisha Martin.
And I'm Tom Roberts.
Today's training is going to focus on defining the problem and peer mediation. By the end of this training, we hope that you will all be able to be more familiar with defining the problem and peer mediation. Is everyone here familiar with peer mediation? Okay, great. I'll take that as a yes. So just to give you guys a brief overview of the training tonight, Lynn is going to start us off with an activity to warm us up. Tenisha will follow up with the content, and then Tom will wrap everything up for us and answer any questions that you guys may have. Feel free to ask any questions if you have any, and other than that, enjoy the program. Lynn?
Thank you, Eden. Now we're going to do our activity, but first, Tenisha, she will be handing out paper and pencils. And once you get that paper and pencils, please write your conflict on the paper. In 60 seconds, I want you to write words, emotional words that stir up in you. In 60 seconds. Okay, look like everyone is almost is ready. So now, so what words did you come up with? Yes.
Fear.
Fear. Okay. Anyone else? Excuse me? Fight. Fight. One more?
Argument.
Argument? Sure. We have another one? Struggle. Struggle. Okay, great. These are words that that stirs up in you. And with that said, Tenisha, she will give you a more in-depth of what defining the problem is. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Tenisha, and I'm going to continue what Lynn has started. So she had you guys write the word conflict on a piece of paper, and she told you to write all the words that stir up conflict, that conflict stirs up in you. So one word was fear, fight, argument, struggle. So when it comes to those words, I think of conflict as a problem. So when it comes to a problem, that's when we have peer mediation. Peer mediation comes in when there are two parties and a mediator. So today our training is on defining the problem. So the way that we would define the problem in peer mediation is we have to go through several steps before we can get to defining the problem. The first step will be the introduction. So with the introduction being said, you guys first have to introduce yourself to the mediator. And then once you introduce yourself to the mediator, then the mediator will have you guys share your perspective. So the first disputant will share their perspective on what the problem was, and then the next disputant will share their perspective. Once everyone shares their perspective, then we will have everyone come together to gather information on how both parties feel this way. Once you gather the information, then we will come back together and we will define what the problem was. So how you define what the problem was, you have to go through those first few steps. Is everyone still with me here?
Yes.
Okay, so once you first define the two steps of peer mediation to get to defining the problem, then we will have to go into brainstorming, choosing a solution, and closing the whole thing out. And when you close it out, it's basically everyone come to an agreement and everyone find what the original problem was, because sometimes the problem don't always start with the two parties. It might be another person that's involved in this whole conflict. Do everyone understand where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks.
Before we finish, we would like to hold an open discussion about what you have each found to be most interesting about this. So to start off, is there anything anyone has any questions about?
How long have you guys been doing this?
We've been doing this for about 10 years, talking about mediation processes.
Oh, okay.
Is there any other questions?
Do you have to have a degree, in this field, or?
Yeah, it's a certification, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, it seems like you all have a great understanding about defining the problem within mediation. So that'll be all. Thanks for listening to us talk.
When you go to peer mediation, there's always 3 parties. It's always 2 disputants and a mediator. And the mediator will tell you.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be an ass, but those alarms have to be set.
Okay.
Right, I'm sorry.
You want to save that?
Yeah.
I have one.
Can you edit it? Can you edit it, once it's on the camera? Can you edit it, or
Probably.
straight through?